Welcome to the Better Off Bonus Call of the Week. I'm your host, Jill Schlesinger. This is my opportunity to help you out. If you've got a financial question, just shoot us an email. Ask Jill at betteroffpodcast.com. That's askjill@betteroffpodcast.com. If you have just a spare few minutes, please leave us a rating or a review in the iTunes store. For some reason, it helps us out. At least that's what Mark tells me. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss an episode. We're dropping a new one on Thursday. Right now, let's get to your call. It's Alison, who's on the line from California. Hi, Alison. How are you? What can I do for you?
Okay, well, I retired early.
You sound like you're 22 years old. I don't understand that. What are you talking about? How old are you?
I just turned 52.
Come on. Okay, 52. You retired early. Really early.
Yeah. And so, of course, now after I retired early, now I'm asking you, was it a good decision?
What's going on? Tell me about, well, how much money do you have?
Well, I have $537,000 in a 401k.
So you haven't rolled that over yet. You retired, but that's still in the old 401k.
Yeah, I worked for a really big company, and they have a really good 401k.
Great.
So I plan to leave it there.
Okay.
I also have $183,000 in the Roth portion of the 401k.
Fabulous.
And $35,000 in a Roth IRA.
Mm-hmm.
Another $30,000 in a non-deductible IRA, which I plan to roll over to a Roth.
Yeah, I'd rather you roll that over anyway. That's a pain in the neck for the IRS to deal with later. So you might as well deal with it and just, you know what I'm saying, just make it into the Roth so the IRS doesn't question that later.
Right. I wasn't qualified. I wasn't able to contribute to a deductible IRA, because I had a 401k and made too much. So I was doing this as a backdoor Roth.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
How I have any money in the Roth IRA. And then I have $68,000 in a variable annuity. I'm going to get a teeny tiny pension of, now it's worth a lump sum of $29,700, but
that's pretty good.
I plan to just collect it as a monthly thing when I'm older. I have $7,600 in a retiree medical savings account that I don't really know a lot about.
Yeah, you'll need that eventually, but not at age 52 probably.
Right. I don't even know if I can access it.
I bet you. Did you contribute to it?
Yeah.
Then you'll be able to. You'll be able to. Whatever you put in, you can always access. This is all very good. I like the story so far.
That's the retirement account, but I have $998,000 in non-retirement.
Oh, wait a minute. In my business, we call that burying the lead. Oh, that's my retirement account. Oh, and I have $1 million in non-retirement account. All right. So did I just do my math correctly and say that you got $1.9 million?
Yeah, a little bit under one. Yeah, something close to that. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I already like that number. So that's number one. How much do you need to live on?
So I spent the last year calculating, writing down everything I spent money on because I had no idea. And it came to $54,000 for the year. And
you don't spend a lot.
That made an assumption if I had paid COBRA, which I'm paying now for health insurance all year.
Let's say you need $60,000 maybe. 55, 60. Does that make sense?
I'd feel better because it's not like I had any big expenses, and I have a really old car that is going to need replacing.
Okay. All right. So we're going to plan for 60. And let's talk a little bit more about a few other things like married, single.
I'm single and I have no children, so I don't have to worry about leaving an inheritance to anyone.
Exactly. Oh my God! I'll tell you what. You shouldn't even. I hope you're using a fake name because wherever you went to college would probably be like, oh, no children. Come, give us all of your money. Okay. And what about your living situation? I mean, you are in a house, in a condo, renting. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I own a townhouse, and I have a mortgage on it. It's my only debt. I just refinanced just before I left work to, improve my cash flow. So I'm not scheduled to pay off the mortgage until I'm 81.
Well, that'll be a great celebration then.
Yeah, but I figure a mortgage rate of 4% is a good deal, so I don't care about paying it off.
Yeah, I think that's a very good deal. And How much is the townhouse worth at this point?
Well, I think after I sold it and paid all the the realtors and stuff, I think I could very conservatively clear $600,000, and I owe about $187,000 on it right now.
That's great. So whatever, $400,000 in equity, and and then some. Do you think you'd stay there? I mean, is it likely, or is it possible that you'd want to go somewhere else?
I think there's a chance, once my friends hit retirement age, that I might move out of the area. With, friends that move out of it, because I just think it might get too crowded here for my taste.
All right, but we're going to assume that whatever. I'm not going to assume you have cash out of this house and go anywhere else, and you're not going someplace super cheap when you've got extra money. So what I did was a very quick back of the envelope calculation on your $1.9 million, and if we were looking at kind of the normal withdrawal rates. Which, by the way, it's a little bit scary because you're so young. Your money's got to last you for a long time. So if you want to be really conservative, you say, all right, let me take 3% of that. And that will generate $57,000 a year, which is great. Some of your money is taxable, though. Well, let's say about half of it is in retirement accounts. So what I would suggest is if you really are never going to work again, which I think is highly unlikely. I don't know why, but I just get the sense. You could do something. What you would probably do is look at your non-retirement assets, draw on those first for the next, 10, 15 years. And then when you are ready to claim Social Security at your full retirement age, or, maybe at age 70, frankly, because you don't need it, then that would probably click in. And it seems to me that you can do this. So in terms of looking back and feeling like, oh my God, did I make a mistake? I don't think you made a mistake. But that said, it's not such a slam dunk that I wouldn't suggest to you that potentially it might be great if you could maybe pick up a little work here and there. Not a ton, but 10, 15 grand a year wouldn't kill you. Is that a possibility in your life? Or are you just super done and you're going to give your life to charity right now?
Yeah, it's a possibility. Right now, I'm filling my time with volunteer work, but I've thought about it. I mean, one of my motivations to work part-time would be I could fund a Roth IRA that way because I'd have some.
You're such a saver. It cracks me up. And here's the thing, and I don't even think you need to. You don't have to fund anything with it. Really, what you would be doing is you'd be earning some money that you just would say it's money I don't have to take from my non-retirement accounts. It's just some amount of money, okay? And it doesn't have to be big money. Just before we go, just give me a breakdown. Are you a balanced investor? Are you a growth investor? What's the tilt for you?
It's much more conservative than I was investing in before I retired.
You can be a little bit more aggressive in your retirement vehicles. So in other words, you could implement a portfolio that's 70-30 in your retirement vehicles, if you'd like. And you could then say, for my non-retirement, I'm going to be closer to 50-50. And the reason why I say that is that you've got to draw on these non-retirement assets. If you were going to take risk anywhere, you would take more risk in your Roth IRAs. Your Roth assets are the last assets you touch. You first tap your non-retirement investments. You then pull money out of your tax-deferred retirement accounts when you have to, 70 and a half. The last money that you touch is your Roth. Okay, that's a wrap of our Better Off bonus question of the week. If you've got a question, it's simple. Send us an email at askjill@betteroffpodcast.com. We'll arrange to get you on. And don't forget, in just a couple of days, there's a brand new episode of the Better Off Podcast sponsored by Betterment. Talk to you then.